Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls. Did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at the Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick. You made her cry. That's really cruel of you. Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her Cyclops to get the truth out of her. But we can't really do anything about it right now. No one wants to tell us anything. It's the last case of the series, you know? So everyone has to have Cyclops all the time, every time. Oops. I wonder if Sister Bikini is back in the main hall yet. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. Well, what's damage? How's the sacred cavern? It looks like it survives, but we have bigger problems now. I told Suzuki Bikini all about it. About the 5 locks that were stopping us from getting inside the sacred cavern. But who? Who could have done that? The only people who know how to set those trick locks are those of the Korean tradition. We have Iris at the sacred cavern, trying our best to open it right now. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to ask you, to talk to you about, Miss Sister Bikini. Oh, yes. We were in the middle of a chat, weren't we? Yes, and you were telling me how the Master of Korean disappeared 17 years ago. I wanted to know why Mr. Faye suddenly appeared at this temple. It was about a week ago when Mystic Elise... No, I mean, Mystic Misty arrived. After she showed me the talisman that proved she was the Master, she said... Someone is trying to destroy the Korean tradition's main family line. I'm here to put a stop to them. Someone was trying to destroy the main family line? There's only one heir to the title of Master at any time, and it's usually the eldest. That child becomes the new Master of Korean, and her daughters the main family. All other mediums become branch family members with no hope of controlling the clan. Yeah, you know where this is going, Pix. You know who's involved here. That's why nothing has changed throughout the history of the clan. Branch families always have and always will plot to erase those of the main family line. Is the power of the Master worth this much bloodshed? You believe in the technique, don't you, Mr. Wright? You know the power is real. Yes, I do. It's been 2 years since I first met Maya. In that time, I've seen her channel spirits of the dead plenty of times. During the Mask case, and during Maggie Bard's trial too. Thanks to Maya, Mia's always on hand to help me when I need her the most. The Korean technique has made a huge difference to the world, you know. I mean, the ability to communicate with the dead, that's true psychic power, you know. Members of the tradition have always been there behind every important leader. Who wouldn't respect such a tremendous skill? I suppose so, but with all the power and influence, I kind of expect you to be really rich by now. Are you saying we're poor, Mr. Wright? You're very direct, aren't you? People don't believe in it anymore, you see. All because of one little mistake. A mistake? What mistake? It was 17 years ago. That's when everything came crashing down. All because of that incident. That incident? Is she talking about what I think she's talking about? I'm sure the records still exist out there if you're interested. Locked up, of course. It was called the DL6 incident. Yeah, DL6. That's the name of the file. The DL6 incident. I knew it. The DL6 incident. I know it well. I handled a case related to it just 2 years ago. Ah, that's right. So it was you who was the defense attorney on that case. A murder that took place 17 years ago. We need more alcohol for this. But it was the first time in the country's history that the police ever used a spirit medium. The idea was to channel the victim's spirit to learn the identity of the murderer. And the medium who performed the channeling was Misty Faye, Maya's mother. Through Mystic Misty's channeling, the name of a certain man surfaced. Armed with that evidence, these investigators were spurred into action. But that man, he was found not guilty, wasn't he? That's right, he was. And the case remained a mystery. In other words, we failed. It was the first case that the world had ever seen the Korean tradition openly involved in. It was all over the media, the public, the judiciary, the people of Korean village. Everyone judged her. Everyone said Misty's powers were a sham. But then she disappeared, vanished, while everyone thought she was a fraud. But I know the truth. Misty Faye's spirit channeling wasn't a sham at all. Of course it wasn't. And since you managed to reveal the truth, we're finally making a comeback. The Korean tradition is starting to recover at last, but with a new master wielding the power of the clan. Does she mean Maya? Cork and stringboard out. The spiritual power of the Korean channeling technique is in the blood. Maya told me the exact same thing before. According to Maya, only the woman in the family can inherit that power. The main family's bloodline stems directly from Mystic Army, but with each new generation, only one daughter becomes the new master. And the ones who don't become branch members, right? That's right. And it's always the cause of tragedy. You know, Maya had a sister too. An older sister named Mia. Oh yes, I've heard of her. What? You know about Mia? Of course. She became a lawyer in hopes of discovering what happened to her mother. And lost her life as a result. Hell yeah, Morgan. Do you know that Mystic Mia is what Mystic Mia is rumored to have said? She said it wasn't only because of her mother that she became a lawyer. She also didn't want to fight with her sister over the leadership of the tradition. Really? Well, she saw what happened to her own mother, Misty, as she grew up. I guess Mystic Mia got tired of seeing all the rivalry between her mom and her aunt. That's right. Misty Faye had an elder sister too. And Misty, having superior powers, managed to usurp the master's seat from her. Misty's sister is Mystic Morgan, as you probably know. Morgan. That's a name I know too well. It was a year ago now at Maya's home in Korean village. What she did was terrible. It was also she could make her own daughter the next master. I suppose if you know about Mystic Morgan's daughter, then you must have already realized that Iris... Huh? Iris? What does Iris have to do with any of this? That Iris is Mystic Morgan's daughter. Iris is what? Is she kidding me? Iris is Morgan Faye's daughter? Did you just say that Iris is Morgan Fay's daughter? Oops, I thought you already knew. It sounded like you'd met one of Mystic Morgan's daughters already. I have. I know her very well. Oh? Yes, Pearls. Pearl Fay. But I always thought that she was an only child. You jest! That child! She's Mystic Morgan's? I had no idea. Mystic Morgan. But she's in prison now, isn't she? Yes. Ever since she was found to be a conspirator in a murder case last year. It was all done to set Pearls up as the next master. I see. So, I've been wrong all this time. Mystic Morgan had 3 daughters, not 2. Wait, what? 3? Yes, Iris and her twin sister and Mystic Pearl. What? Twin sister? Oh, didn't you know? It happened 20 years ago. After the clan leadership was taken from her by her sister, Mystic Morgan's life crumbled. It wasn't many years later that Karain's reputation hit an all-time low. When Mystic Morgan's husband realized his wife would never become the master, he left her and the village, taking their twin daughters with him. How awful. He was a jeweler, you know. In the end, he remarried, and that's when it happened. He decided to give one of his girls up to be looked after by us here at the temple. That was Iris, you see. It's unbelievable. If Iris has a twin sister... Could it be? Could you tell me one more thing, Sister Bikini? What was the name of Iris' sister? I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I just can't remember. All I can recall is that her father was a jeweler. Well, that's a clue, I guess. A jeweler. Thank you very much. You've helped clear up a lot of details. Pearls had 2 older sisters, huh? Yes, that's right. No doubt it was because of Mystic Morgan's anger towards the main family. Anger? What do you mean? Her twin daughters were taken away from her by her jeweler husband. But even that couldn't destroy her dream that a child of hers would one day lead the clan. That's why she had pearls? It seems that the incident here was a result of Mystic Morgan's anger. It was able to break free of the bars that confine her. So, Iris had a twin sister. The plot thickens. But this information will be useless unless I can flesh it out a bit. I need to ask more questions and get some more info. Do we have her profile? Yes, there it is. So now we can ask Edgeworth about her, but before we do that, we're gonna go to the courtyard because there are some things going on here. Yeah, but he has kind of suppressed it. Sounds like someone's happy. What with what tune is that they're humming? No. I do wonder how he gets this tune, but... Whoop, I love my job. Who cares if the clue I find are no good? That's not what investigation is all about. The investigator investigates for the love of investigating. That's a passion. Good cases we have, good cases we lost. all along the way. I would never guess that close. I guess that was Redemption Song. Although I don't understand how this tune here relates to the Redemption Song. I think it was Redemption Song. No. Yeah. Oh well. Every case gonna be airtight. Every case gonna be airtight. Hey, pal. Huh? Who? Me? How long have you been there? I just got here. Okay. So, what are you up to, detective? I'm investigating, pal. I made a promise to Mr. Edgeworth. I promised I would find the real murder weapon. The real murder weapon? That barbed sword thing turned out to be a false lead, right? I'm giving it my best shot here, but I haven't turned up any clues. I just found these weird scraps of paper. It looks like a letter or something. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case, though. A letter? There's so much left of this investigation, and it's already 9 o'clock. Gods. I want to finish this investigation before we stop streaming today. That's gonna be another night, isn't it? So, how's the investigation going, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know if I should be telling you, pal, but I guess it can't hurt. Looks like the murder took place in the Inner Temple Garden. And they're taking that bloody writing on the lantern pretty seriously back at HQ. What? You mean... I don't have the details, pal. All I know is that if you don't find Maya down in that sacred cavern, we're gonna be faced with one ugly situation. What kind of ugly situation are we talking about here? You got me. I don't know. They're not my words, pal. Then who said it? Mr. Godot. Godot? What did he mean by that? About the letter you found. Don't remind me, pal. I'm busting my gut out here, trying to find a murder weapon, and all I find is some burnt up old letter. Burnt up old letter? Yeah. It was that incinerator right outside the Inner Temple. The incinerator? I knew it. I knew I wasn't imagining it. There was snow on the incinerator when I first saw it. But after the incident, the snow melted away. Which means someone used the incinerator on the night of the murder. What's up with you, pal? I've got it right here if you want to take a look. Can I? Do you mind? Sure, go nuts. I don't want it, pal. You can just have it. It's all spirit mediums and master stuff. I bet it's no relation to the case. Spirit mediums? It's gotta be important if it mentions spirit mediums and masters. I better give it a good look over and some serious thought. Be careful. Once night falls, shoot there. As soon as you hear the lights out bell, you must channel her spirit. Leave everything up to her. Her name is... She is all the whole. Here's a picture of her. Use it when you channel her. I know you can do it. Once this is burned up, also tell anyone about this letter. Gravely roast the master in the fires of Hades and bring our vengeance to fruition. Make sure you chuck it in the trash when you're done. Littering is a crime, pal. Hello there, Charcoal. Welcome. Oh. So, what do you know about the real murder weapon so far? Well, it was the seven-branch sword that was found impaled on the victim's body. Mr. Edgeworth proved that in court today. Yes, that's true. In which case, it must have been another blade. And that's what you're running around like a headless chicken looking for now, huh? Yeah. Oh man. It's really tiring work, but let me tell you something, pal. I'm no chicken. We've got a feather of forensics, for forensic in our cap these days. We're using the department's secret weapons on this. Secret weapon? What's this secret weapon of yours? You wanna know? You gotta think scientifically, okay? Alright. The murder weapon was a sword. Swords are, scientifically speaking, made of metal, right? Any questions so far? No. I know I want what he's going to say, but I'll let him look smart. So, what's a perfect tool for the job? Ta-da! A metal detector! Raise your hand if you didn't see this one coming a mile away. Well, you wanna give scientific investigation a go? Huh? Me? I've been using this thing for hours now. It gets pretty boring after a while, so why don't you give it a try? I don't know. Should I help Detective Gumshoe or not? Let's play forensics expert. Come on, pal, it's good fun, I'm telling you. Alright then, I guess I'll give it a go. Like I said, this is the department's most advanced gadget. The absolute best. Well, the thing is also this: we have used this metal detector in the previous game, so beep. It's sensitive. So sensitive you can make it cry. It's so high tech, so you can skydive off it. Oh bother! So now I'm gonna tell you how to use it. Blah blah blah. It's possible the real murder used the real murder weapons around here somewhere, right? That's fine, Pigs. Sure, that's what we're trying to find out. Right, so first, let's turn the detector on. That's the sound of the metal detector signal bouncing up. Oh, right, next. Move the detector around, blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna skip the tutorial. This thing picks up metallic objects that... Okay, I'm gonna just blast through it because... There we go. Oh, come on. Hey, pal, all you gotta do is blah 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 blah. Okay, more. There we go. This is Miss Duxham's staff, isn't it? Scientifically speaking, they're usually made of wood, but the detector is reacting to it. Yeah, but however you look at it, this thing is made of wood, right? I don't bother investigating anything unless it looks like it might be metallic. Is the whole point of a metal detector to find metal where you can't see it? It's when this thing is causing a racket. Here, let me take a look at it. Hey, hands off! Examining evidence is a job for the... Ah, the top is coming off. Look at what you've done. You damaged a really important piece of evidence. Ah! Stab. That's a sword. Inside the staff. Is this... Could this be... the murder weapon? Yep, it's a sword cane. I'd never guessed that there would be a sword concealed inside the victim's staff. They call this sort of thing a sword cane, pal. This was a real gem. The workmanship is really something else. Thank goodness it wasn't a cane sword, or otherwise the victim would have stabbed her own foot with it. Officially, I give up trying to figure out how my Gumshoe's mind works. If the real scene of the crime was the inner temple garden, then why is the sword used to kill the victim found in the main hall courtyard? Hey, Gumshoe, who knows about the hidden sword? No one. Even the police didn't know about this until I discovered it just now. Well, as I say, there's no team in Gumshoe. It doesn't look like there are any traces of blood on it. Then I guess this isn't the murder weapon, huh? No. I'm sure someone just wiped it off after the murder. Yeah, of course. This thing is definitely the murder weapon. Good job, pal. It's about the same length as the 7-branch sword, too. This must be the murder weapon. Okay, I'm gonna run over to the forensics. There's gotta be some trace of blood left even if most of it has been wiped off. See you later, pal. Every case gotta be airtight. Every case gotta be airtight. Yeah, I just given up. I just like, nah, let's just go with it. I'll go with the translation, because it does mean 7-branched sword. If I recall correctly. Wait up, detective! What is it, pal? I'm a pretty busy guy right now, you know? Yeah. You try to say that out loud a lot on the stream, Mina. Let's see how you do it, if you do it as well as I do. Shichichito. Actually, I did it once there. Shichichito.
Shichichito?
I'll just go with 7-branch, so I don't like tongue twist myself up. You're gonna get that stuff analyzed, right? Would you mind holding off just a little while? What? What are you talking about, pal? Please, just until we find Maya. Maya? What's this got to do with her? I don't know, but I'm starting to get a really bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. Oh, how so? Look, Maya's trapped inside a sacred cavern right now and, well, we don't even know if she's okay or not. The more evidence and the testimony I hear, the more uneasy I feel. You don't think Maya's been... Please, detective, let's just wait until we get inside the sacred cavern. You're looking kind of viridian there. Okay. Just stop with that face, pal. One thing, though. This stuff's a secret trick. Let's keep it between you and me, okay? If it gets out that we knew about it and didn't say anything, we're finished. I understand. This is just a regular, run-of-the-mill staff. Got it? Okay. Now, you take good care of it, pal. Thank you, detective. Don't worry. She'll be fine. The gumshoe. You know, there's a place at the base of this mountain that's got some really good pasta. How about I take you there when you find Maya, huh, pal? Sure. Thanks. I can't help but wonder, though. What was it this duck's name doing with a staff like this in the first place? Now we need to go talk to Edgeworth. Oh, someone has sent me a message. I should probably go away from Facebook while I'm streaming. I typically don't get messages on Facebook, but oh, that's wrong. Yeah, Gumshoe's been asked to keep a secret, huh? That sure is gonna work out well. Okay, Edgeworth Garden. Wait, I have another, like... Where do I have... Oh, there's another one. Profiles. Dahlia Hawthorne. Hey, Edgeworth. Did you know that Iris had a twin sister? What? A twin? You can't be serious. Sister Bikini told me, but the problem is she didn't know the name of the twin. There was nothing about Iris having a sister in the files I checked. Well, Iris was taken in by the temple when she was really young. Apparently, her sister was raised by her father. A jeweler, I think. A jeweler! Right, I just might know who this twin sister of hers is. I had a feeling you'd say that. Let me guess. Her name is Dahlia Hawthorne, right? Yes, exactly. Please tell me what you know about her, Edgeworth. Please. It was my first court case, 6 years ago. I was a greenhorn, and due to my inexperience, the defendant died. You're talking about Terry Fawless, right? You know about that case. You're not the only person who noticed something about Iris and Dahlia Hawthorne. I checked one of Mia's old files from 6 years ago. Yes. Dahlia was a key witness in that case. Dahlia and Terry Fawless had conspired together to stage a kidnapping 11